Good evening, sir.
Morning. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you, sir.
Great. Okay, let's just wait a bit. We get two more, one or two, then we start and do it. Try by all means to follow. It's very important. You'll benefit a lot, and you are improving quite a lot.
Okay, sir.
And follow along with your on your side there, so that when you do something practically, slowly but surely, it will benefit you.
Yes, sir.
All right, I think we can start. Don't think there's any problem. This is being recorded, so these videos are available for people who are there. They are going to be available. Okay, so let's start. Welcome to Intersect Developer Experience Working Group session. This session runs twice every 2 weeks. So I try my best to follow up on the previous one, but also to accommodate those that are new, because today we might get one or two new people. In our last, you remember we did set up Bluetooth-Nix setup, and we came across
Yes, sir.
the flag.nix package, file with some declarative programming language, which I said at some point in time, we are going to learn. This is the session for that. Right, so I'm going to share, and then we quickly start. The rest will join us along the way. If there is something, stop me, ask. Because sometimes the more questions you ask, the more we talk about it, the more the video becomes useful for others to watch. But I'll try my best to be very slow. Right, let me
Okay,
just
sir.
get the first register here. Right, the first thing I will just go over the theoretical language overview of Nix. So I'm going to also send you the link. You can open it from your side if you can't see properly from my side. Overview of Nix programming language. Right, Nix is a purely functional domain-specific language designed to describe and manage software builds and system configurations. Two things there. You see here, you want to describe, that is why it's called declarative. Number two, you want to manage software builds and system configuration. So it is very common among software builders and also amongst system administrators because of this system configuration. It underpins the Nix package manager and the Nix OS Linux distribution, enabling reproducible, declarative, and isolated environments. I said it before, Nix is in three parts. One, it is a language, which today we are going to use to code. Number two, it is a package manager. Three, it is an operating system. Number one, core concepts. There are basically four here I'm going to state, but there are more than four. Number one, it is purely functional. I cannot explain this to a lot of people now. They know the features of functional programming. And then number two, immutable derivations. What are derivations? These are builds which are stored on a folder which is called next store. That folder is normally found on a directory Nix, then store, right, under cryptographic hashes, ensuring immutability and reproducibility. All right. Here, the most important thing is when you install Nix in your machine, the directory structure is not like our Windows. You know, the Windows where you program whatever, program files, a system directory. It is not like Linux. It has got a directory called Nix, then store. Then all the other, what do you call it, directories, their names are hashes, which are very unique to avoid conflicts. Those are cryptographic hashes. This gives Nix immutability and reproducibility. It was done for that purpose. Like Haskell, Nix is lazy. So it means expressions are evaluated only when they are needed. So the other one, which is isolated environments, each build sees only its declared dependencies, eliminating it works on my machine issue. Number two, key features. Reproducibility, exact same build outputs on any machine, thanks to the hashed derivations, the builds. Atomic upgrades and rollbacks. Installs and upgrades and updates are atomic. You can roll back to any previous generation. So whenever you have got a problem with your system, you can always roll back. Maybe after an upgrade, an update, things no longer work. You can always revert back to the one that was always working. And multi-user support. Nix daemon allows multiple users to build and share packages securely. Cross-compilation. First-class support for building packages for different architectures. Nix OS integration, declarative system configuration. Your entire OS state is described in Nix. Overlays and overrides. These are flexible mechanisms to customize, extend packages without forking Nix packages, PKGs. Flex, experimental, standardized, reproducible project definitions with logged inputs. Now, I want you to understand here that experimental is just a word. It is a mature now, and it is used a lot, but they have not removed the experimental. So whenever flex are referred to, they are referred to with this experimental description, which I think, I don't know, at some point in time is going to go away. Right, number 3, best practices for learning Nix. Start with Nix shell. That's what we are going to do today. We're going to go to Nix shell and start coding there. And then number 2, learn the expression language. Yeah, just like Haskell. Practice basic data types like strings, numbers, booleans, list, and attribute sets. So attribute sets, it's a form of a new data structure. You will see how it looks like. You need to master function definitions, let bindings, and imports. Study Nix EKGs structure, which is Nix packages structure. These are found on GitHub. So here under GitHub, I've opened the packages. You see it says top level. So there you have it, top level packages. Scope it. Understand how default.nix and meta attributes work. So these are key advices for you to learn Nix properly. Use overlays for customization. Create small overlays to override package versions and add patches. Remember what I said, overlays, overrides are. These are flexible mechanisms to customize or extend packages without forking Nix. Right. Embrace declarative configurations. If using NixOS, define services, users, system options in configuration.nix file. Test changes in a virtual machine, a VM, which is Nix OS-rebuild build-VM before applying. So this is the declarative configurations. 6, adopt flags early with caution. Learn flag.nix format for reproducible projects. Reproducible projects. Use Nix flag update to manage locked dependencies. Number 7, hands-on projects. Containerize a small app with Nix. Package a simple library or a CLI tool. Migrate an existing Docker file to Nix. See, these are hands-on projects I am going to ask you to do, to put into practice after learning the basic language. Right, number 4, learning resources. These are the official learning resources that you can use. So those that came now, I'm sending you the link. So bookmark that link. Right, let me summarize an overview of Nix programming language. Nix's combination of purity, isolation, and declarative specifications makes it a powerful tool for developers and system administrators. By starting small with Nix-shell or Nix-shell, gradually exploring Nix packages and leveraging overlays and flags, you can build confidence and harness Nix for reproducible builds and configurations, all while enjoying atomic rollbacks and the multi-user safety. So Nix is a purely functional domain-specific language designed to describe and manage software builds and system configuration. Right. So there we are. Thank you so much. There shouldn't be any question on this overview. It's just a highlight of this. I've given you the document for you to just go through it. So let us jump into practical. Make sure your machine is ready. You can go step with step with me. And then stop me anywhere where you don't understand, where I have left you behind. It's important that all of us here, we practically go through it. But I'm going to give you the link for Nick's website, nix.dev/install. So, and then I'm going to wait maybe 1 minute for you to open it and to open it on your machine. Let's not have this as a listening session. Are we together? See here, you've got I've got Prefina, wow, Rito and Xavier.
Yes,
Just
sir.
open those links on your machine and then tell me, then we can start together. We go together so that after some time you can proceed with the learning of the lessons, tutorials on your own. That would be awesome. If there is something else, let me know. But I've given you this link and open it on your machine and then follow the instructions there on how to install it first. Right, check that after installation, you can check the version. Right, sorry, let me just, right, there is the version there that I am having. So what do you need to have next there? You will see the first page says install Nix. There's Linux, there's Mac OS, Windows, WLSL2, and there is Docker. Install it on your system. Are we installing it? Or you are not installing it? How many are installing it? Install it. Let me give you 1 or 2 minutes. If you're using Linux, you just copy that onto your terminal. And then something like this, sorry. Copy this. You see, L minus capital L, then the URL to the install. There is a pipe, sh minus s space minus minus space minus minus demo. That is how we install it on Linux. But on Windows, it's the same. So you can go to your command prompt and install it, or PowerShell. Mac OS, there is almost the same scripting they have to run. They are saying important for Mac, updating to Mac OS 15 Sequoia. If you recently updated to Mac OS 15 Sequoia and are getting this error when running Nix commands, refer to GitHub issue nixos/nix #10892 for instructions to fix your installation without reinstalling. Verify installation, you check the version. And if you are using Docker, you start a Docker shell with Nix, Docker run -it Nix OS/Nix. Then run that. I'll give you just 1 minute. So keep this website link open. Are we ready now to proceed? Or can give me update on where you are? Are you trying this? Hello?
Hello, sir. I dropped a message.
What does the message say?
So I said my laptop is down at the moment, sir. I just finished with my students.
And then others, Rito, Rufina? Okay. I really wanted it to be interactive and practical so that you take away this NICS phobia from you. There's a lot of hatred and fear of NICS across developers. But when we go through it slowly, practically, we take away that fear. Right. You are going to come across NICS a lot in development with Cardano. All right. Let me now see with all you who are here if I should proceed. Can I proceed?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
For you to be here, it's a very big bonus because then you, each one of you, have got about 10 to 20 students under you. Then it means now you teach them NICS. So that when they come across this NICS, like last week when we had that Bluetooth test NICS, we opened that flag.nix. It's a configuration file, but written in a NICS language. You need to teach them so that they know it, and then you need to give them this link that I'm giving you, so that then slowly they go through the lessons I'm going through with you. So I believe, even if when you are not doing it practically, follow through, ask questions until and practice later. Is it all right? I see Prefina is happy. Rito?
Yes, I'm trying to open the link using laptop.
Are you managing?
I'm still opening the laptop.
The laptop. Okay.
Yeah.
I won't be very fast because it's not very long, this basic NICS language. I won't be very fast. And I'll keep repeating some other items again. On this website, we are just following this tutorial from the top going down sequentially. So like if I scroll to the bottom here, after checking that I've got a NICS version, it is here. See, I've checked my version here. Right, let's go to the next page. Right, tutorials here. First step, ad hoc shell environments. Right, this is where we start. It will proceed down there to the next tutorial at the bottom. I don't need to explain the panels left. It's just for navigation, the menu. And on the right, you also see, I think, our breadcrumbs where we are. Right, step by step. Create a NICS, a shell, create a shell environment. Once you install NICS, you can use it to create new shell environments with programs that you want to use. I've got two programs here. First one is called cow say, a cow talking. And then that one, LOL cat. Those are two different programs. Okay, let's first check, see how I check. So I can type here cow, say, for me, I'm just typing it there. Then I press enter. Immediately you can see I'm not on that environment, and yet I just get a Linux cannot find command, which is always what happens before anything is installed. Same if I try this one here, there is nothing yet. I'm not on the next dash cell, and again, it is not installed. So this is where the next command, it will take me to next dash cell minus P, I guess is package. Package is I'll say, and another one is LOL cat. Okay, what do you see there? I want you to see where I was on my machine user and the default directory. I am now no longer there. Now I am on the next dash cell colony, and you've got that tilde, and there is a dollar there like that dollar. So now I am on a next cell. And these two are now installed. Says these three derivations will be built. This one and this one here. Which one is the third one? They said these three derivations will be built, but I only see this one and this one here. I didn't get this message. Let's move to the next one. Within the next shell, you can use the programs provided by these packages. If they are still not installed, they will say so. Then we will go back again, because now we are on the next dash cell, and add these packages. Let's run it here. Let's see. Wow, there it is. Perfect. Interesting. Do you see a cow talking? Hello, Nix. There is a cow. It's talking. And then some warnings there. For now, I'm going to ignore this, but the most important thing is now you can see this program, this command cow say, hello. It says hello. There's a comma there. Nix exclamation mark. There you have it. Or LOL cat. I don't see anything concerning the cat, but I see something about the cow. So I did exit before to show you that when you are outside, you click exit. If you want to get out of the Nix environment, you use the command exit. Now I'm outside the Nix dash shell environment. So we can repeat this. I guess you know what it will say, what it said before. Okay, I'm deleting this now. And then the next one, you can go even faster by running any program directly. We call Nix shell -p, then we say cow cell -- run. That in point to that string, cow cell next. Let's do that. Okay. So that one will be similar to what we did before. Now, let us have a -p hello, -- run hello, which is this one. Now, if you are already on the Nix shell, do you add the Nix dash cell, or you only run -p hello minus whatever? Let's test. I will add that command Nix dash shell, and I press enter there. You can see straight away I'm calling Nix dash shell, then pass in hello again and say dash run, give it hello, then says hello world. Very interesting, because this is hello. What does this dash run do? This is -p is a package. Okay, this section explains run any combination of programs. Once you have the package name, you can start a shell with that package. The -p package's argument can take multiple package names. Start a Nix shell with the packages providing git, nvm, nvim, and npm. Again, the first invocation may take a while to download all these. So they are saying we should run this. Then we'll get onto this shell. Then we can check. I'm not going to run this because I already have got the git. All these I already have them installed. But what is going to happen, similar to what you saw there, it will install these packages on a directory store which is on the root Nix. Now you must see these cryptographic hashes. They make these isolated. And then after a dash there, then comes the package, I don't know, name or whatever, like here. See the package name like this. Okay. Then once we are there on this shell here, and those are installed or they are loaded, then you can use a command which then this one pulls out the URL where it is at. Next one, if you say git version, then it will give you the git version within the what? Nix shell. I think we can try this. Go here. Right, from my side, I only get nothing, no message. So, and it moves me to inside the shell, Nix dash shell, which means I assume these 9 derivations are built. So let's run this now, which git. There we get the location of where Git is installed, Git cryptographic hash. It is at store, which is a directory at Nix. Very interesting. Version. Get the version. Then nvim. Exactly. And then if you need nvim version, type head -1. So that pipe, you are passing in other parameters to the version. Okay. So this one says, let me run this. Okay, we get 0.10. And here, which npm? I think by now we are getting used to a different directory structure, different from what we are used to, which we are used to see on Explorer. This one you can see Nix/store and this cryptographic hash and this one and this one. Right. So next one says nested shell session. If you need an additional program temporarily, you can run a nested Nix shell. So the programs provided by the specified packages will be added to the current environment. So I can nest a shell on another shell. I think this is what they mean. Okay. Oh, right. This package will be fetched. And then copying that. Then we can now check the version. You can see there is working. So now, going forward with the lesson, we are still on ad hoc shell environments. Now let us go to the next session, which is towards reproducibility. These shell environments are very convenient, but the examples so far are not reproducible yet. Running these commands on another machine may fetch different versions of packages, depending on where Nix was installed. What do we mean by reproducible? A fully reproducible example would give exactly the same results no matter when or where you run the command. Environment provided will be identical each time. Following example creates a fully reproducible environment. You can run it anywhere, anytime to obtain the exact same version of it. Okay. So if I run this, let me copy it here. Let's look at it. You can see there we've got the command nix -shell -p for packages git and run. Then the git -- version -- pure -i nix packages. Then there's a URL to that tuple. because you are pointing to a URL on the Nix OS packages on the GitHub of that string there, named string. Wherever you run this, on whichever machine, you'll always get the same results. You'll always get this same version. The version won't change. Why? I think it's logical if you can follow with me. This is the package being referred to of this specific version. Interesting. There are three things going on here. What does the --run do? Executes the given bash command within the environment created by Nix and exits when it's done. You can use this with Nix-shell whenever you want to quickly run a program you don't have installed on your machine. What does --pure does? It discards most environment variables set on your system when running the shell. So most environment variables set on your system are discarded. Means that only the Git provided by Nix is available inside the shell, preventing Git version confusion. Remember, I already have Git installed on my Linux, but now on the shell again, we've got another Git. This is useful for simple one-liners such as in the example. While developing, however, you will usually want to have your editor and other tools around. Therefore, we recommend to omit --pure because then your local editors, the tools you are used to, are not on the shell. So for development purposes, they are saying avoid this --pure. And I hope you understand. What about -i? I determines what to use as a source of package declarations. Here we produced a specific Git version of Nix packages or Nix packages, leaving no doubt about which version of packages in that collection which will be used. So this is installing exactly the version that is there. So also go to the manual to read more about Nix-shell, Nix manual about the -i option. Right. I think we have enough time for question Q&A. You can carry on with the commands like you see. This is the last command I can run. And then maybe I can explain this one because it's the end of the ad hoc shell environments. So on the next steps, we are going to do reproducible interpreted scripts. Use Nix for reproducible scripts. Nix language basics. You will learn reading the Nix language, which is used to declare packages and configurations. Followed by the next tutorial, declarative shell environments with shell.nix, where you will create a reproducible shell environments with a declarative configuration file. And another tutorial towards reproducibility, pinning packages. Learn different ways of specifying exact versions, package sources. Then if you are done trying out Nix for now, you may want to free up some disk space occupied by the different versions of packages you download it by running the examples. One thing, then we get into questions. Remember here I gave you advantages of Nix. I remember their downside, which they didn't list. One of them is it takes a lot of space in your computer because remember, it is going to install each version separately on a separate folder directory. So you are going to have lots and lots of redundancy in your space. So you use this tool to clear out the older versions that you don't need or you are not going to use a lot. Because each time you install or upgrade, it creates a new directory, a new complete atomic self-running environment. So that if there is a problem, then you can revert to the other one that was working before. So that is it for today. Now let's get to Q&A. Any questions from Rufina Xavier?
Okay, so for now, I don't have a question at the moment, sir.
No question. Then Rufina?
No, I don't have a question. But yeah, we just have to. So I don't know. Is it possible to upload the video? It will really help a lot.
Yes. Normally these videos are available, I think, for the Intersect open source office internal usage. I will request them so that they make it available for you. We can retry it again on our other session, go through it again, because like I said, each one of you have got about 20 different students under you. So now take them through this. Then the rest, they will do it on their own. This is what I have. So in a nutshell, if someone was to come and ask us and say, why should we use Nix? What can we say from what you got?
Okay, so for me, I would say, for me, the first reason would be that it's immutable. And also it can be run anytime, anywhere on the same compiler environment. And also, during installation, if you have an issue along the way, maybe with your laptop, you can easily reverse the process to go back. Like I noticed most other programs during installation, once you have those issues, you have to start afresh from the very beginning. You get scared during installation, but I think with Nix it's not like
You're
that.
far from your mic. Come closer to your mic.
Okay, so I said I think with Nix it's not like that. It's different from what you explained, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Another good reason why one must learn it, remember also in the beginning say there is a package manager, there is a language, there is also a Nix OS. So the advantages we have seen in Haskell, pure functional language, lazy, declarative, they are all in the Nix programming language. So this gives an advantage of you can roll back when you have a problem with what you have, your environment. Quite a lot on our development environment. We install updates and then other things are changed then the programs which were running before they stopped running, and now you have no backup. Of course, with the version control, GitHub and Git, yes, you can always roll back. But now what about if it's already installed on your whole system? How do you roll back your Windows to? Because it has got Windows Restore. You know that Windows Restore? Yeah, that Windows Restore is exactly what Nix does. But Nix does it in a very secure, powerful way. I want to tell you another disadvantage of Nix. It is not very much, privacy is an issue. I think they are working on making it privacy available, because look here, with a declarative configuration file I give you, you can reproduce my development here. But what happens if that declarative environment, that in my environment, had some passwords which I was using here? And then you need to check them out. Or if somebody, so privacy is an issue. Just read more about privacy there and how to avoid compromising that area. And the second disadvantage I showed you is when you are going to be a Nix heavy user. Definitely later on we are going to be heavy users of Nix. There's no two way about it. You need a big space because it really takes space a lot by its nature. But it provides that full garbage collection to free up space that you don't need. All right, thank you very much for today. I hope, although we were just a few, I think we benefited a lot. I am saying to you, we can
Thank you so much, sir.
do it again, because I know when you master it, behind you, each one of you has about 10 to 20 students every day. So you teach them and let them know this and practice using it. If you need me, we can always do that.
Yes.
Thanks to this DevX experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks.